For the fabrics, I have cotton for the outside facing, another cotton for the inside, and then a layer of a polypropylene bag, like a grocery bag. You can't see through it, that's actually stamped plastic. And that acts as a filter, but it's washable. I start out with 6 panels of fabric, 2 of each kind, using a pattern in this shape. For the fabric on the outside, I made sure that they face each other when I cut them. Then I sew the curved side of the outer panel. I'm going to do the same thing with the filter layer and the interior layer, but I'm going to stack them this way. So the 2 interior, if they're patterned, you want it to face each other, and then the filter layer on the outside. And again, I'm going to just sew the curve side. On each side of the outer panel, I'm going to fold over about a 1/2 inch or 3/4 of an inch and sew across. What this will be is for the ribbon or yarn or whatever to tie behind the head. You take the outer panel and with the good side facing the good side of the inner panel, tuck it into the seam, get it all lined up, and then sew across the top and across the bottom. Make sure you don't sew across that channel that we created. You want to start it after that stitching. That way we can thread something through it. Then you take it and you turn it right side out through one of the sides, and you make sure you straighten it out. The ends, you want to tuck the inner 2 panels inside deep enough that you can still get the ribbon or yarn or whatever through this channel. So when it's done, it'll look like this with an opening here on the top and the bottom. Before you sew them together, you could finish this off, but I have good scissors that keep it from fraying, so I didn't do that, but it's definitely an option. I tried making one where there's a pipe cleaner around here that you can pinch to fit better over the nose, and if you were to do that before you sew the last side, just do a stitch like around here, feed the pipe cleaner segment in between the top panel and the middle filter panel, and then sew off the sides before finishing the other side. I didn't really think it was that effective, but it's certainly something you could do. The last step is to thread the ribbon, or in my case this cord, through the sides. So you start with the bottom on one side and you feed it through. The cord should be at least 36 inches. The one I'm using is 48. I figure you can always trim it down. And then to feed it through, you use a safety pin. Then go all the way through the top and then feed it down the other side. And for this one, I'm going to knot the ends. You can also, if it's ribbon, you can also sew the ends. And then the mask is worn by putting this length over the top of the head and then the 2 strings around the back.